How's it going, folks? My name is Matt, host of the Cryptocurrently YouTube channel, and today we're going to review the SafePal S1 hardware wallet. So the SafePal team got in contact with me. They sent me one of their wallets for free so I could provide this review for you. There are several other reviews out there on YouTube. I've watched some of them before making my own, and I gotta say that a lot of them have saved one of the best things about this wallet for last when they're doing their review on the video, and that is its price. The SafePal S1 hardware wallet is only $39.99 right now. And I know you may be thinking a cheap hardware wallet isn't good. It's got to be lacking security or it can't be user friendly. And that's definitely not the case with the SafePal S1 hardware wallet. And we'll get into that in just a minute. But as you can see, it is the first hardware wallet invested in by Binance. It's completely air-gapped signing mechanism, 100% offline, and they have some added security features that we'll get into in just a minute. So as I was saying, it's 100% offline. That means there is no Bluetooth connection, there is no NFC connection, no Wi-Fi, no other radio frequencies, and no use of a USB, which I think is also one of the selling points for me anyway, on the SafePals being completely wireless. Aside from when you're charging it, but once it's charged, it's completely wireless. You can take it with you, it's mobile, and it's easy to use. So since it's offline, 100% offline, that means your private key never touches the internet, not once. And when you're sending cryptocurrency and confirming that transaction, you do so by scanning QR codes that are on your cell phone, and then you use your cell phone to scan the QR code that's on the device itself. Very similar in that regard to an LPal if you have used one. I personally haven't used a BitFi, but I think that's a wireless hardware wallet too, so it's got to be something similar to that, but it's very easy to do. And those extra added layers of security that I was mentioning earlier, the SafePal is embedded with multiple sensors. So there's a sensor in there to prevent a physical attack. If it detects that someone's trying to physically get into your SafePal, the chip self-destroys. It's got a self-destruct mechanism in it. And then same scenario for a software attack. If those sensors detect a software attack, someone's trying to hack your private keys, the private key is completely erased off the device altogether. So it's extremely secure in that regard. And when you look at the chip level, the hardware that's in the device itself, it has a EAL5+ chip, which is the exact same thing that Ledger has, and it has a German AIS31 true random number generator. So the price point being $39.99, they definitely did not sacrifice on security, and that's huge. You know, a hardware wallet is meant to secure your cryptocurrency, so security is the number one thing you're looking for when you're looking for a hardware wallet. And having these internal parts of the device, this hardware inside the device, it puts it toe-to-toe with something more, some of you may be more familiar with, like a Ledger. It's got the same exact hardware inside of it. And when I was using the device, I found it had a very user-friendly user interface on the device itself and on the mobile application that comes with it. So on the device, there is a 1.3-inch screen with a D-pad that you use to navigate through that screen and control it. You may be thinking a 1.3-inch screen is too small, but it's definitely not. The screen is high resolution, full color, and you can clearly see everything that you're trying to do on that, and then it's easy to navigate through using that D-pad and simply clicking the OK button to make your selection. It's easy to use. In these next few slides, I'm showing screenshots from the mobile app that comes with the device. So on the mobile app, you can see the assets, you can see the balance of all your assets, and I really like that about hardware wallets. It's why I've used the LPal, because it comes with that mobile app where you can, no matter where you are or when you want to look, you can always see the value of the cryptocurrency that you're holding, and I really like hardware wallets that have the mobile app. And I gotta say, personally, when comparing the mobile app of the SafePal compared to LPal, I definitely think SafePal has a better looking user interface than the LPal. This is just a look at the receiving screen. If you're on the asset screen, you just simply click on one of the assets that's in your wallet. You can send and receive from here. You can see your balance. It's very easy to just copy your address, or if you click receive here, an actual QR code shows up so that someone could scan it and send cryptocurrency to you. And this is just a quick look at the sending screen. Very similar process as to everything else. You just copy the address in there. But again, I think the user interface of the mobile app is it's on point. The mobile app also has a built-in decentralized exchange. It's connected to the Binance DEX. Binance was an investor of the SafePal, so that makes sense to having the Binance DEX in there. So you are free to swap currencies that are supported on the Binance DEX, all from within the application that's on your phone. So when looking at asset support, that's another big thing that comes with selecting a hardware wallet. If it doesn't support the coins that you hold, then it's kind of useless. So in terms of asset support for the SafePal, they currently support 19 coins, DigiByte included. They support 19 separate blockchain tokens. Here I have pictured ERC20. Obviously, that's like the blockchain that you want to have token support for, supporting stuff on the Binance chain, Tron chain, Neo, and also XLM, EOS, etc. They got 19 separate blockchains that they're supporting tokens for, which gives it a total of 10,000 plus tokens support on the hardware wallet. So I think it would be safe to assume that they do support the currency that you're looking to stash in a hardware wallet. And according to the introduction to the hardware wallet that I was sent, they look at adding 3 to 6 different chains every single month. So if they're not supporting the currency that you have right now, it could be coming soon, because they're constantly adding support for new blockchains and new coin. So I know that was kind of a quick rundown of the SafePal hardware wallet, but these are my key takeaways. I'm going to go through the pros first, and then we'll get into the cons. So for the pros, security, number one. Obviously, it's got the hardware that matches other, certainly more expensive hardware wallets out there, such as the Ledger. And it's got those added security features that self-destruct the device, basically, if someone's trying to physically attack it, or even through a software attack. It's got a very user-friendly interface, both on the mobile application and on the device itself. It has large support for the coins and tokens, and they're continuously growing. It's wireless and mobile. I know I touched on that in the beginning, but that's huge for me when I'm looking into a hardware wallet. I hate hardware wallets that you have to be tethered to a computer. I do own a Ledger Nano S, but I hate it. So the SafePal might replace it, because I do not like having to get my computer out, plug in the device, and then go through all that process. I would much rather just pull out my phone, start a transaction, and confirm it with the device in my other hand. It's faster, it's easier, and I prefer that method. And lastly, key takeaway for the pros is it's affordable, only at $39.99. It's certainly one of the cheapest hardware wallets out there, and it's definitely not lacking on security or ease of use or user friendliness. So key takeaways for the cons, I really don't have that many. Biggest one, the device itself seems fragile, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it's a $40 device, so I feel like the way they made that as affordable as it is they use plastic for the device itself, and it feels fine in your hands, but I would be terrified if I dropped the device. Definitely if I spilled a glass of water over it, I would be worried for the integrity of the device. But I didn't mention it earlier, it is a standard compliant wallet, so it's very easy to recover your funds, whether you're buying another one. Just simply enter your seed phrase and you have your funds there, or you can, since it's standard compliant, you can enter that seed phrase into any other standard compliant wallet and have access to your cryptocurrency. So that's big, and it's really not that big of a con, I guess. Being a $40 device, you're not going to get a solid steel, survive the apocalypse type device. The other key takeaway for the cons I had is I would like to see a wider range of swap support. They are currently connected to the Binance DEX, and there's a semi-large list on that to choose from, but it's really not anything that I'm necessarily interested in. So it would be nice to see if they could integrate maybe some other swap exchanges, or just broaden the range of currencies that you have to choose from if you're going to perform a swap from within inside your wallet. I added a what I would like to see section. It's not really a con, it's not really a pro, just something I would like to see. Since the device itself is semi-fragile, I would like to see maybe they offer a case to support a case to protect the device. It doesn't have to be like waterproof or all that, but just something to beef it up a little bit and make me feel safer if it slipped out of my hand and I dropped it on the floor. Other thing I would like to see is potentially different models at different price points, basically just to address my main con, is that the device seems kind of fragile. Maybe make a solid steel version of it, or maybe it doesn't have to be steel, but just make a sturdier one, I guess. And then obviously it would be a little bit more expensive than the base model, the S1. But again, all in all, it's a fantastic device. I love it. I'm going to use it. And if anything ever happens to it, I'm going to buy another one because I like the device that much. I was really surprised. When I first saw the price of it, I thought, there's no way it's going to be worth it. But it is. It blew me away, actually, how nice it looks, how nice it works. It's very easy to use, and I was highly impressed with it. So if you are interested in picking up your own SafePal wallet, there will be a link in the description. It is not an affiliate link, so I will not be receiving any kind of compensation for you purchasing in one. It's just a link to their straight up website. You can check it out yourself. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed the review, and I'll see you guys later.